Really, have you describe what you're working on,
okay.
WavCatcher.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do is then go back, after that description, let's go back to the history. How did it start?
Nice.
And then we'll work forward into what you're doing now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
You want to go ahead and start?
Yes.
All right.
What is WavCatcher?
WavCatcher, we improve signal, right? We specialize in wireless communications, and from moving into smart antenna technology, we actually pivoted to create a case that improves wireless signals, cellular, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. We can make your smartphone better.
So you're saying this is an antenna that actually makes your phone get better signal?
Yeah, that's correct. First of all, it's not a booster. Like boosters,
you hear that all the time.
Right? Yeah, for sure, right? There's a lot of faux stuff out there, and you can't do stuff like that. You got to be honest with people.
Yeah.
What it is, simply, it's a smart antenna. It's a big antenna because the antennas in your devices are very small. So what we've done was we built it into a consumer offering that is very popular. Did a lot of research on it. It's really an antenna that snaps onto your phone, but you can't just stick anything onto your phone. There's a lot of things that you have to design around.
Right.
But that's essentially what it is. It's a super antenna that improves your signal, and by doing so, you get faster streaming, longer battery life, and less drop calls.
So how do you know it works? There's a lot of other stuff out there that might
yeah,
work.
See, that's the hardest thing about qualification, but in some ways it's the simplest, like the try it, buy it philosophy. You got to use it. So I don't like saying you get 50% better coverage or 25%. It's hard to quantify because carriers are all different. You could be in a basement, you could be up on a rooftop or something, or out in the middle of nowhere, and then you have limitations. It's all about using it and how you use it, whether it's cellular or Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, whatever.
Yeah.
So we just tell people use it for a week, return it. We give you, I think, 90 days, no questions asked return policy. You have to. You got to be fair.
Right. So what I'm a little tripped up on is how does an antenna that I might even put on my phone aftermarket interact with or just with the carrier that I have and the signal that they have maybe in the city, and there's like spots that are dead. Does it improve those spaces, or how does that interact with, like, say, AT&T or T-Mobile?
Yeah, that's a very good question. It's kind of twofold, really. Number one is, if you have coverage, you can say, well, I have signal. And that's one of the questions that we get from investors is, all right, I've got great coverage. Everybody's got great coverage. Well, most people will differ. There's a reason why people come up to us for this. If you got great coverage, because of the way it works, better signal means that you'll save power. So yes, you could be under, let's say I got great coverage here. I pull out my case, put it on the phone, or it's already on the phone. Number one is your battery life is going to be saved. You're going to get less lagging. You're going to get better streaming. That's how you'll notice the difference. If you didn't have it, you'll still see it.
Yeah.
But it'll work. But you'll notice the difference, especially in power savings. Tremendous. If you're like further off, and you may have those pockets, and everybody's got a pocket. Everybody does. And you'll know first thing. So if you have it, try it no case, snap it on with case.
Right.